I cut myself. Just to prove that I can only give her happiness alone. And I did, but she was pregnant with someone else's child. Her name is Jojo, is my first love. Our relationship began with an online relationship. She is a girl from the next city, she's very beautiful. It is the kind that is very dazzling in the crowd. And I saw Jiaming am the exact opposite of him. 170 in height, 150 weight. Ordinary looking can no longer be ordinary, and that's why, to fall in love with him, to me it's like a gift from God. Maybe it's to make up for the lack of appearance. Or maybe I want to give everything in response to this luck. The day after we confirmed our relationship, so I took her to the 4S store. The full amount provided her with a new Mercedes-Benz E300, because my family is not bad, so it wasn't that hard for me. When he happily hugged me with the car keys, I think it's all worth it. I spent half a month with him in his city. He took me to meet his best friend. He also took me home to meet my parents. His family is very enthusiastic. I also approve of it, especially when he firmly states to his parents the determination to be with me. My nose is sore. I just feel like my life is falling apart. So when he told me later that he didn't want to be in a different place, I almost didn't hesitate. He bought a house in his city. I began the cohabitation life I had long dreamed of. At the beginning, life is as sweet as being soaked in honey. Early in the morning he awkwardly prepared breakfast for me. Even if it's not delicious, and I was very satisfied. Afternoon sun covers the living room floor. He would lean on me. I handle emails from home and factory. He just stayed by the side and swiped his phone quietly. We often lie on the sofa at night, watching an old movie or being blind of small talk, until he fell asleep in my arms. At that time it seemed that we only had each other in the world. Even the air is filled with the smell of happiness. Then he said he didn't want to go to work anymore. I was right next to a university. He opened a cafe. When he happily hugged me and said thank you husband, I'm even happier than him. We had a good relationship at first, although there will be small quarrels, but you can always let go of the past in the hug of the day. However, I don't know when, I gradually realized the personality hidden beneath his beautiful exterior, far more powerful than I imagined. He was driving past a school gate that day. Out of concern, I reminded you as usual baby. Lots of people here. Drive slowly and pay attention to safety. Maybe it's because I'm speaking a little louder. He jerked his car to the side of the road. Unbuckle your seatbelt. Look at me with cold eyes. Order me out of the car in a tone of no doubt. Why do you keep bothering me? I was stunned, trying to explain, but he was furious. Before I could react, he has opened the door on my side of the car, dragged me out. Then he slammed the door shut, away from the dust. I stand dumbfounded on a strange street. It took a while to come back to my senses. My phone and wallet are still in the passenger seat. Finally, I relied on vague memories and the guidance of passers-by. Hiked for over an hour. I finally got home in embarrassment. Sini back. He sat on the sofa and said nothing. I almost subconsciously walked towards the sofa. I crouched down. Take his hand carefully. Say it in as gentle a voice as possible. Don't be angry. Okay, I shouldn't talk too much while you're driving. I won't talk about it anymore. I ran my fingers gently across the back of his hand. It's like calming a frightened cat. Also is trying to hold on to a thread that is about to break. That's it, we made up. It feels like it started from that time. Spoiled his temper. Then I was a little out of his mind. He can blow up on the spot. I remember clearly, it was a sunny afternoon. We are overseeing the renovation progress in the store. When it comes to lockers, I consider that the store needs to be operated for a long time. It is recommended to customize solid wood cabinets. More expensive but more durable. He insisted on buying cheap panel cabinets online. It's enough to say it looks good. We all have our own opinions. The sound gradually rises. He stood up suddenly, picked up the bucket of freshly opened white paint at your feet, and threw it at me without warning. A sticky cold liquid instantly soaked my hair, cheeks and clothes. Time froze in that moment. I stood there. Paint drips down the ends of the hair on the ground. At that time her two best friends and 3 renovation workers. They all froze in place in shock. I clenched my shaking fists tightly, and I took a deep breath. Let the paint drip from your chin. Then he glanced at him calmly, and his friends were stunned. Get a tissue in a hurry. Are you crazy to accuse him? How can you splash paint? And he sort of froze, but stubbornly don't look away. I didn't take the tissue, didn't say a word. Just turned around and pushed open the glass door and walked out of the store. The pungent smell of paint envelopes me. Every step is heavy and sober. That night when I went back to my apartment, it's getting dark. I was scrubbing the paint off my body in the bathroom. Until the skin is red. The pungent smell still seems to be there. When I came out of the bathroom, I saw her sitting by the bed. Unexpectedly, he didn't lose his temper. Instead, he took the initiative to come and wrap his arms around my waist tightly. Is he still angry? His voice is as soft as a feather. See, I don't respond. He stood on tiptoe, whisper sorry in my ear. I was too impulsive today. Forgive me, okay? He raised his face. The eyes looked so innocent in the dim light. I should have pushed him away. Stick to your bottom line. But when his soft body came close, my hard heart, it's starting to get uncontrollably soft again. Those ready questions and anger, under her pretty face, it's melting away. At that moment it was clear to me that I was compromising. She soothes my emotions in the most intimate way. And I'm still in that familiar breath after all. Once again I choose to forgive. Late at night he fell asleep in my arms. Breathe evenly. I look at the ceiling. I know exactly what this reconciliation means. Those boundaries are falling back again and again, and I can hardly find my original self. In the days to come, the quarrel turned into intermittent episodes. His temper is getting worse and worse. In the middle of an argument he started to move. My arms, my chest, often leaves scratches when he gets out of control. Every time I put up with it in silence, I still use it. I was younger. Be willful to anesthetize yourself. Until that cookout. The string that had been taut finally broke completely. It was a sunny day, a weekend full of laughter. We were barbecuing in the countryside with a group of friends. A few glasses of wine, people are gradually relaxing. Maybe it's a long-suppressed grievance that needs to be confided. I whispered to my friend next to me. He is fine anywhere. Just too quick-tempered, just a click. But it's such a coincidence. The moment the voice just fell, I looked up, meeting his cold eyes. He rushed in front of me in a few steps. Before I had time to react, pop 2, a crisp and loud slap, slapped me in the face. The burning pain instantly exploded. All the surrounding sounds disappeared. And our friends were looking at us in bewilderment. Roll. Get out of here. His shrill voice cut through the tranquility of the countryside. There is no love in the eyes. Then he turned decisively. In the voice of friends trying to dissuade, driving the car without looking back, disappeared from everyone's sight. I froze in place, the burning pain on my face. With those 2 slaps, all my dignity was shattered. After that day, I packed my bags, back home. The first few days, I stubbornly blocked all news related to him, trying to use this method to maintain their last bit of dignity. However, a few days later, I still can't help but want to know more about him. I was like a snooper, looking at his moments over and over again. He is still bright, sharing delicious food, landscape and life without me. Finally on that night, I can't help it, sent him a message. How are you doing? The wait is long and torturous. Until the next afternoon, finally a beep came from the phone. He replied casually. Only 2 words are okay. I dialed him almost immediately. Tell my thoughts incoherently. On the other end of the phone, he listened quietly. Until I'm almost out of words, just smiled softly. It's easy for you to make up. He paused. Then he said in an extremely indifferent tone, didn't you say, you can only make me happy, then you prove it to me. This sentence is like a key, opened the most paranoid corner of my heart. Okay, I'll prove it to you. And I hung up. My eyes fell on the desk scissors. Only give me happiness. This sentence is like a spell, haunt my ears, sighed yes. If as a man, even the most instinctive desires have been cut off. This proof should be enough. And I took the scissors, close your eyes, grit your teeth and cut it. I took a picture and sent it to him. Tell him he promised you, and I did. My parents took me to the hospital. The doctor told me the surgery was timely. However, functionality may be affected. The anesthetic fades. I felt a clear pain in my body. I lay in a pure white hospital bed. In an almost numb calm, I called him up. The bell was picked up after only 2 rings, as if he had been waiting for this call. I said, can I prove my love for you now? What is the matter with you? His voice was sharp and harsh. Without hesitation. Make it like this. Is trying to threaten me, or do you want me to feel sorry for you? His tone was full of impatience and disdain. Songjuming, can't you see it yet? I don't love you anymore. And in your current situation, how could I still be with you? To tell you the truth, I am already pregnant with someone else's child. Stop calling me. Then a busy tone came from the other end of the phone. The world fell into a dead silence again. I hold my phone, haven't put it down for a long time. That moment, countless overlooked details came flooding in. He works overtime more and more frequently. The new password on the phone. Unfamiliar smell, and those nights that refuse my touch. It turned out that he had already taken action. The death of love has been announced countless times. It's just that I closed my eyes stubbornly. Don't want to see. I did it in the worst possible way. To prove a love that no longer exists, I bet my all. To save someone who has already turned around.